You have entered the Bag Show featuring two Sock Spaniels and Mr. Wonderful Will. Hey, what's going on? The Wonderful Will of the Bag Show. Hope everybody having a great day. You know, recently, sometime today, I was reading an article on my phone, and it kind of I had to do a double take. According to AP News, the state of Utah had passed a law that required the father-to-be to pay prenatal child support. According to the article, it said biological fathers in Utah would be legally required to pay half of a woman's out-of-pocket pregnancy costs under a new law unique to the state that critics say doesn't do enough to adequately address maternal health care needs. Said that the bill sponsor has presented the measure as an effort to decrease the burden of pregnancy on women and increase the responsibility for men who have children. And it says Utah appears to be the first state to mandate a prenatal child support, according to the state's Planned Parenthood Association and the bill's sponsor. So that means if once the woman who is pregnant has to pay any type of out of pocket, it can be probably co-payments if they have an insurance. If they had to pay co-payments, let's say your co-payment is $15, so now you're saying the father-to-be has to pay what? $7.50. If they had to have a surgery, and that woman's out-of-pocket expenses had to be $2,000, so the father-to-be has to pay $1,000. And I have to say, this law is effing ridiculous. I mean, had they even considered that all kinds of the possibilities with this, it's at a disadvantage for men. But let me give you one example. Okay, you have a pregnant woman, and she doesn't know who the father of this baby she's carrying. What if she don't know exactly who the father is? She can just basically name somebody, and that person by law will have to be responsible for all her out-of-pocket expenses. He got to pay half of it. And for one, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. You can't have a DNA test. It's not recommended to do a DNA test once a woman is carrying a child, because you could possibly do harm to the unborn baby. And here's another point I look at too. Okay, what if the woman has some pre-existing conditions that a pregnancy made it difficult? So the father-to-be will have to be responsible for half of her out-of-pocket expenses for this. I mean, who the hell wrote this law? This is just totally wrong. It's totally wrong. And the men of that state need to fight this. I had to challenge this in the court, because that's not fair. It's really not. So what did you say? If a man had a vasectomy and he gonna have his vasectomy reversed, well, she should be responsible for paying for it then. She need to pay half of the out-of-pocket expenses then, if you want to have a vasectomy reversed, so he can be able to impregnate women. I know that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Just like this law is ridiculous. I'm telling you, man, this is right here. Well, let me go back. Let me go back, because I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take a deep breath. And I want to tell the men of Utah, well, I can tell this, with this law passed, there's not going to be a lot of pregnant women, because ain't no way in the hell I should be responsible for that. Now, once the child is born and you proven to be the father, yes, you have financial obligation. If you don't want to be in the child life, you have to at least have financial obligation. I'm for that. Fair is fair. It takes two to play. It takes two to make a baby. But why should the man be responsible for something that that's on her in respect? It is. But I'm telling you right now, this right here is one of the best. This right here, condoms is gonna probably be a high commodity in the state of Utah when this law is officially passed, I guess. Once it gets, I guess the governor signs off on it. Condoms for the men of Utah. For the state of Utah, men, you better invest in a lot of condoms because you're going to need it. Because ain't no way in the hell I should be responsible for something like that. Because if let's say the man has some problem sperm count, have low sperm count. So if he had to have certain procedures and he had to pay out of pocket expenses, well, the woman should be able to have to foot the bill too. Then you want to make it even like that. If you really want to make it that even, man, that's wrong. I never heard of anything like that. You know, back in the day, they had a law where if you married a woman with a child for so long, you have parental responsibility. A woman can make you pay child support for a child that is not his, just because they was married. But this right here is ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other states are going to follow that lead too. Cause this one way to, I guess that's one way to discourage from having babies. Because man, golly, I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, I just wanted to talk to you about that briefly, and once again I did thank you all, and I will ask you all to please continue to support our show, and you all have a great day, a great week, and a great life. And always remember, God is love, and love is God. Peace.
Hey, this wonderful Will of the Bag Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Bag Show. We appreciate your support in advance. Peace.